Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Pixel News. Now, this is an update to a story that I posted a couple days ago about Flipnote Studio 3D, which is a primary exploit, getting sold to Nintendo. Now, there was some conflicting information shortly after the video was posted. All the information came through a rabbit hole of a PSA made by Astronaut Level, who had some very detailed information on the situation with messages and everything we really needed to know about the whole thing. But it turns out there was some slight errors in the whole story. So a couple hours after the Pixel News posted about Flipnote Studio 3D coming out soon, but it was also sold by Pokeacer, Mr. NBA Yo came out on Twitter and stated that Flipnote Studio 3D had not been reported to Nintendo, that this had nothing to do with Flipnote Studio 3D, but it did turn out that Pokeacer did actually in fact leak Yugo Pwn, which is a DSI exploit, and he also has sold a previous exploit. Ultimately, the message still stands outside of a new primary exploit is still coming out for 11.5, and it might even survive to 11.6. Pretty sure Nintendo's onto the exploit still, since Mr. NBA Yo tweeted about it, and there's been some chatter, and I'm sure there's little Nintendo guys lurking in the 3DS Hacks Reddit and around the developers, so pretty sure they're still onto it and they're gonna find it themselves. But it hasn't been reported, but the ultimate message still stands that we just need to be more aware in the scene. There are people that may seem trustworthy that you cannot quite trust in the scene. People who will take your work and who will leak it and who will sell it, and unfortunately we do have that in the 3DS scene. None of this changes just because Flipnote Studio 3D wasn't actually in fact sold to Nintendo. It was a different undisclosed exploit that he did end up selling. So he did end up selling an exploit outside of the browser workaround in June, as it shows on the HackerOne website. Who knows what he actually sold? It's under the NDA, so I don't know what it is. It's undisclosed. Some people may know, but we are not supposed to know. The fact of the matter, he still did go and buy a Mac, and he still did get a hefty amount of money. Who knows if it was his work that he sold or somebody else's work, knowing his track record. Could really be the latter. Anyways, guys, get prepared for this exploit. It is called LastHax, and it has been untouched, and it is still coming out in the future. So if you want to get prepared and you don't have an exploit on 11.5 or lower, then go ahead, sign up for My Nintendo Rewards. You need 200 platinum coins to be able to get this. You cannot just buy it off the eShop or download it. You have to go through My Nintendo. And I would do this fairly quickly just in case Nintendo decides to patch the app or patch it in 11.6 or do something notorious like that. So just be prepared if you want a primary exploit to get into Homebrew, which could potentially lead to options to get custom firmware later. Anyways, guys, sorry about any of the confusion in this whole situation. There's been updates. I've talked to Astronaut Level, and we've just cleared the air on the whole thing. So this is the update of this entire situation. That's why the video was unlisted. I didn't want to be having information that was incorrect being spread into the public. So that video, I will link it in the description if you want to watch it, with the note that it wasn't Flipnote Studio 3D he sold, but a different exploit that he sold, and that Flipnote Studio 3D is still A-OK and coming out on Mr. NBA Yo's schedule. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you have any opinions, I always love to read them. Anyways, guys, please like it up, subscribe it up, and I'll catch all of you guys future videos and live streams. Peace out, big crew.